guys, I just wanted to bring you another Bible study tool and tip that you can use to help you study and grow deeper in the Word and grow your knowledge about what God's Word is trying to tell us and tell you. So I want to take you on the internet and do an internet tool, something that I learned several years back, and some of you may have heard of before, but it's called blueletterbible.org. So if you go to your internet and you type in blueletterbible.org, press enter, it'll take you to this website here, this amazing website, I must say, and you can type in this box here where my cursor is moving back and forth, any words you may be looking for specifically. You can type in the verse specifically that you're looking for, just the book or the chapter of the Bible that you're looking for, and then here you can change which version you like to view it in. I usually use the ESV because that's the Bible that I have that I like to use. But today we're just going to look up Mark chapter 12, and then I'm going to look it up in the ESV, and then we'll click search, and it's going to take us to Mark chapter 12. If you notice, there's a listen to the Bible thing. You can check the red letters to see when Jesus is actually speaking. It helps you identify that a little bit easier. You can change this to a paragraph form if you would like to, if you like to read that way, or verse by verse. But just this week, we in the student ministry talked about Mark 12:41 through 44. So I'm going to go there and show you why I love this tool so much. If you look in verse 41, it says, "And he sat down opposite of the treasury and watched people putting money into the offering box." And when we read that, it's like, okay, yeah, we put money into the offering box. That's normal. But there's something special within this message here that I want you guys to see. If you roll over here and click tools, or just hover over tools, this little pop-up box comes up. It's interlinear, Bibles, cross-references, commentaries, dictionaries, and a miscellaneous tab. Most of these are pretty, self-stating of what they are, but if you click on the interlinear, it gives you the original breakdown of the text, the original text. So it shows, and he sat down opposite of the treasury and began observing how people were putting money into the box. Well, this little number right here in the middle, this is the Strong's number, and the G stands for Greek. It was a Greek text, and that's the number that references to the Strong's word. You can see here that the original word was balo. This is how it was written. You can click here to hear it. But if you click on this number for "we're putting," this was for the little phrase "we're putting money," it tells you balo. And then it'll actually enunciate it for you if you click it.
Strong's G 906. Balo. Balo.
It shows you that it was a verb, so you know it's an action. And then it was a primary word, not a secondary word or a different type. But as you scroll down, it shows a count of the times. It's in the KJV here, the count of times that it was used. That G906 was used. But this is where it really gets cool, because it lets us see that they weren't just putting money into this offering box. The biblical outline and usage is to throw or to let go of a thing without caring where it falls, to scatter, to throw, to cast, or even to pour out. And in this particular case, when we look at it, balo, the primary verb, was to throw in various applications, more or less in a violent or intense way. So when we go back and we look at that verse again, it kind of makes a little bit more sense whenever he said many rich people putting in these large sums, and he moves on to the poor widow and put in two small copper coins, which make a penny. We get this idea that these rich people were throwing their money in very violently or intensely, so people could hear all that change rattling around, so they knew, hey, that guy's putting in a lot of money, not just putting it in quietly. So it lets you dig a little deeper. Great tool. There are great commentaries. If you click on this, you can obviously get the the commentaries for this particular verse or section of verses. A lot of these guys on here are great and have awesome commentaries for this specific passage that we're in. But this is a tool I just wanted to share with you guys, let you know that it's out there, that there is a way that you can study your Bible in a deeper way that allows you to see the original meanings of words that sometimes are overlooked very easily because of the way that they're written and transcribed into the English language. So I hope this will help you out as you study your word this week, and I pray that you will grow deeper in your walk with God and your understanding of what He's expecting out of you as you study His word. Guys, I hope you have a great week, and I look forward to seeing you all once again someday when all this is over. We'll see you guys later.